Sketch.
Hey, I already advised Border Patrol, by the way.
Hola, ¿de dónde son?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Hola, ¿de dónde son?
Venezuela.
Culpa de una dictadura.
Gracias.
gustas, con el puro revoleo también lo puedes controlar poco a poquito.
¡Gracias por el baño!
Cuídense mucho. Cuídense mucho, gracias.
¡Dios les bendiga! Estamos aquí y aquí está el tercer grupo enorme que han llegado. Ni siquiera son las 6 de la mañana. Y ya han cruzado cientos de personas. Esto es enorme. So this is the third massive group we've seen cross illegally into the Eagle Pass. And it's not even 6 a.m. It's not even 6 a.m. and we've seen so many people cross already. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this in my 2 years reporting on the border crisis. ¿Todos venezolanos? Sí. ¿Llegaron en tren? ¿Cuándo llegaron en tren? Hoy. ¿Dónde tomaron el tren? ¿En Zacatecas o en Monterrey? Ah, Monterrey. Okay. They got more in the back right there. A lot of these people are telling me that they arrived by train today. Los grupos que hemos visto ahorita son venezolanos, la gran mayoría. La gran mayoría. Literal, toda Venezuela está llegando a Estados Unidos. Los están separando ahorita.
Todas las venezolanas en esta línea. Si no es venezolana, en esta línea. Venezolanas, mano izquierda. No venezolanas, mano derecha.
Are these all women?
Yeah, these are all women.
Venezolanas, mano izquierda. No venezolanas, mano derecha.
Este grupo parece la mayoría, o todas son mujeres. Pero los primeros grupos que vimos eran todos hombres.
Pues estamos viendo que de algo cambió en nuestro zona presente que está abriendo nuevamente las puertas a la entrada de las personas. meses el fenómeno ha continuado.
Retomamos esta transmisión completamente en vivo desde aquí, desde el sur de Monclova, casi en los límites con Castaños, en donde pues este ferrocarril que viene con centenares, diríamos miles de migrantes venezolanos, fue detenido y se va a impedir el paso. Los migrantes venezolanos están acusando a los elementos de la policía civil de robarlos, quitarles teléfonos, quitarles dinero a su ingreso al estado de Coahuila. Simple y sencillamente ahí están el clamor de estas personas que buscan llegar hacia los Estados Unidos, que están viviendo toda una calamidad.
El mejor pueblo Aguascalientes, como sigo diciendo. La policía medicina y todo. El mejor pueblo Aguascalientes.
En cualquier recoveco de este ferrocarril se encuentra los migrantes venezolanos que pues están gritando que quieren avanzar, que quieren seguir su camino hasta llegar hacia la frontera de Estados Unidos. Es impresionante verdaderamente ver todos los vagones cómo están repletos de personas que buscan seguir. Impresionante el relato de todas estas personas que buscan llegar hacia los Estados Unidos, venezolanos de todas las edades, algunos que otro de otros países como Salvador, Honduras, que han realizado travesía de días por territorio mexicano.
No tenemos nada. Deben venir a apoyarnos para el agua, no nos dan agua. Ahorita aprovechar que el tren está aquí para que nos den agua para los niños.
¿Cuántos días llevan en el tren? 3 días.
3 días y ya lo tienen achantado que mañana y no lo dejan salir. Ajá. El mismo migración sacando las placas, nos mandan a bajar para que los policías nos roben.
De un año, de 2, de 3, queremos seguir dando este sol a los solas, de los enfermas, sí. Queremos llegar a nuestro destino.
Bueno, pues ahí están los cánticos venezolanos, precisamente el reclamo para seguir su camino hacia los Estados Unidos.
Queremos seguir avanzando.
Hi, I'm Efrain Gonzalez, correspondent with Berhag News. Hundreds of migrants are arriving at the Piedras Negras border by these trains, which for them is free transportation and must manage to cross into United States. These huge groups of migrants are getting off the trains at this border every morning. 90% are Venezuelans. They immediately try to cross the river, trusting that they can enter to the United States.
¿Desde dónde tomaron el tren?
Desde Ciudad de México,
¿Cuál es su plan ahora que están aquí en la frontera? ¿De qué manera cruzar?
por el río. Nuestros compañeros han cruzado la mayoría.
¿Y dónde están ellos?
Ya en su destino cada uno. ¿Cómo nos sentimos felices? Porque vamos a cruzar.
Piedras Negras and Nuevo Laredo are the borders of Mexico with the highest number of daily trains. However, there is no surveillance at the stations, so migrants travel easily.
No, hombre, van pasando por la... No, hombre, no es ni una cuarta parte de lo que viene. ¿Eh? No sé, es que nosotros vivimos pegado al riel, pero allá por el puente peatonal de la Plaza de las Culturas. No, hombre, pero se bajó exageradamente un chingo de raza. Gente ahora. Aquí viene toda la aglomeración. Mira, ahí subieron ya, mira. Ahí están ya, pues están parados ahí en la cerca porque ahí está la cerca, pero Nomás hasta que se les pase por un lado uno y van a seguir todos. Si estaba viendo que por ahí, por ese lado, estaban metiéndose por abajo. Mira, ahí viene otro puñote, mira. El cagadón que te va a dar todo, papá.
Sí, te levanto. Cállate.
One day earlier this week. Already crowded facilities are being overwhelmed on Mexico's southern border with Guatemala, and a Mexican train operator has suspended operations, citing deaths, injuries, and from migrants climbing aboard freight cars and getting hurt in the process. And the number of migrants travelling across the region hit record highs this year, with 250,000 crossings.
This is the immigration center in Tapachula, Mexico, which is pretty much just across the border, maybe 20 minutes north of the Guatemala-Mexico border on the very southwest tip of Mexico. And a lot of these migrants are from Haiti and Africa. And we just talked to someone who works in the facility, and he said that about, on average, 1,500 more people come in each day and about 500 go out. So they're also getting pretty swamped. We talked to a couple of people who are originally from Haiti, and they actually had moved to Venezuela many years ago, but the conditions there are so bad that now their goal is to come to the US. Everyone's goal is to come to the US so far that we've spoken to. These people are lining up to get an appointment with immigration so that they can get a 20-day transit pass in Mexico. So they have to just come every day and line up until they get the chance of getting an appointment. Some people they've rented a nearby house and they come here each day, and then other people, apparently there's about 5,000 people in this centre living here, and in the shelter down the road there's another shelter and another 500 are living in there. The shelter down the road, we're told, just has food for the kids but not the adults.
Emily.
Oh, here you go. You got people coming in now. Take a look at this. A lot of young adult men being let through now. So every person who was just let through is appears to be a single adult male. Brian, if we can turn around really quick. I don't know if they're all with the same group. Let me try to ask them really quick. Hola, ¿hablas español? ¿De dónde son? ¿De dónde son?
Ghana.
Ghana. You're from Ghana. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Haiti.
You're from Haiti.
Yeah.
You're from Haiti? And why did you decide to come right now?
All right.
Why did you decide to come right now?
The state?
¿Por qué estás viniendo? ¿Por qué decidiste venir aquí ahora en los Estados Unidos?
Yo vivía en Chile.
You live in Chile?
Yeah.
But you're from Haiti?
I'm from Haiti, so I'm living in Chile for 5 years.
Okay, so why did you decide to come?
Yo quiero venir ahí en Estados Unidos porque allá es donde estaba en Chile.
He says he wants to live here in the United States. Where is everybody else from? ¿Hay alguien aquí que puede hablar inglés? Where? Haiti? Haiti? Why did you decide to come here?
Brazil.
Pardon?
Brazil.
Brazil. You're from Brazil.
She was living in Brazil.
Got it. Okay.
She is Asian people.
Got it.
They are Asian, so she live in Brazil.
Got it. Okay, so it sounds like we got a mix of Haitians, somebody from Ghana, saying they want to live here in the United States. Some speak English, some speak Spanish, so apologies, guys, just trying to figure it out as we go here. But yeah, you can see that this is a group of, what, I don't know, about 15 or so men who were just let through. We got some more being let through right now. And the thing is, everybody has a different story when they come through. You think everybody's kind of from the same country, the same block, same situation, and that's not always the case. And you can see another group being let through now.
So, Bill, quick question about what we're seeing, though, in terms of demographics, because I'm seeing a lot of young men, and I know you said the first group that they let through were families. I see people holding tiny, tiny babies in there, too. Give us some demographical information, and why is that important? Because if you're here for asylum and not just work, you get treated differently. Asylum cases...
Oh. You go China. Hello, China? Yeah? Hello? Hello, China? Yes. China. America? Yeah. Okay. China. America? California? New York?
Oh no, no English.
No English. Peace. China? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm Anthony Rubin, and we're here in San Vicente. And right there in that camp, about 100, 200 feet from us, there's right now 100, 120, 130 Chinese nationals that are going to be boarding these buses and going to the northern part of the country. And one of the guys has a kid who was born in 2017 on Saipan Island. And she actually has a picture of the kid's passport. And so he's using that as a conduit to get into the country, it seems like.
All right, Masako, what is this?
So he is the father, and he was willingly showing his children son's passport. This is the boy.
So the boy is born on Saipan, and which is a U.S. territory, and that therefore his mother and father, you said, were Chinese nationals, so they're going to use their son to get into the United States.
Correct.
Bottom line.
Yeah. You don't even know why that's true. If his son has a U.S. passport, why would he drag him through the Darien Gap? Makes no sense. Stick him on a flight, no?
These are the buses heading north to the United States. 6 have already left. That's 7 that just left. This is 8. They've been going all day, and they go all day and night.
Son's passport. This is the boy.
So the boy is born on Saipan, and which is a U.S. territory, and that therefore his mother and father, you said, were Chinese nationals, so they're going to use their son to get into the United States.
Correct.
Bottom line.
Yeah. You don't even know why that's true. If the son has a U.S. passport, why would he drag him through the Darien Gap? Makes no sense. Stick him on a flight, no?
These are the buses heading north to the United States. 6 have already left. That's 7 that just left. This is 8. They've been going all day, and they go all day and night. That's 8. They're heading north to the United States. That's Highway 1 that they're on. This is bus number 9. We're in Darien Gap right now. Actually, we're in Darien. They just left the Darien Gap. So that's bus number 9. Slow getting out. There's number 10. And 11 is behind it. North to America. Unvetted people, huge numbers of Chinese, many people from all over the world, including sponsors of terrorism. China's been crystal clear that they plan to replace the world with Chinese people. Okay, here's more. They just keep on going. Day and night, day and night. The border is not closed. It's a lie that the border is closed.
A growing number of Chinese migrants are crossing into the United States from Mexico without visas, taking irregular overland routes across Latin America. Over the course of 3 weeks, Reuters witnessed hundreds of Chinese nationals along an isolated border stretch in southeastern Texas. Reuters interviewed more than 24 of them. All of those interviewed said they got the idea to take the land route on social media and drew on influencers, private groups, and comments to plan their trips.
The people here, the police here, I think they are very kind, and that's the America in my head.
抓紧手，抓紧绳子。
哎，你那停下来！
那边把他拉下。
别让挪一点，别让挪一点。别让挪一点，别让挪。拉呀，把他拉呀！右边再过去一个，再过去一个。
再过去一个。
China. China? From China? You speak English? Anyone speak English? China. China. China? You speak English?
No
English.
It's all China. It's all China. China? China. It's all China. Come to America. A whole line of people.
but because we don't have a liquor substance. Okay. Same summer. Oh, okay. Same. That's what I said you were talking. I was done. Same job.
Assalamualaikum. 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 Salam. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum.
So we're seeing a bunch of migrants that are arriving here to the NGOs here in Laredo, Texas. Oiga, ¿de dónde son?
Never seen anything like this. It's a sea of people. Look at this. Look at this. All the way down to the river, guys. Thousands, 4,000 in one day. In Lajas Blancas, just being completely overrun, guys. Completely overrun because of Secretary Mayorkas and Joe Biden. Democrats did this. Kevin McCarthy, what are you doing to stop it? What do you make of this, man?
Dude, this could get violent in a heartbeat, man. And they said it is emptied out. It's emptied out. A lot of the buses have already left. There were hundreds and hundreds more people earlier today. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this. It's just every month growing to a whole new level.
Yeah. What do you? So you're Panamanian. What do you make? But American. What do you make of what
right
Joe
now,
Biden and Secretary
Panama
Marcos are doing?
is taking the brunt of open border policy in the United States. Every one of these people is being given a free meal 3 times a day by Panama at Panama's expense, and it's swelling every month to numbers that are so chaotic and out of control. And Panama's just stuck in the middle of it all. They're just stuck here in the middle of the whole thing.
Look at this. Look at this. Oscar. Unbelievable, man. Feces everywhere.
It's incredible, man.
Everything is. So you got the new line of people coming in. This is processing. Wild. And the next one's coming in. So these guys just came out of the jungle. They're getting in line. We just saw 116 boats go downstream. Now we've got this group. This village is already full. And now you've got this group of people coming in that just came out of the jungle. A constant flow. And it just keeps going. It goes as far as you can see out of the village. As far as you can see out of the village, guys. It's a pipeline. It's a pipeline from all of these countries that feed into these little villages here in the Darien. Bajo Chiquito, you get in the river, you go down to Lajas Blancas, you get sent, either stop at San Vicente or piped on through up to Costa Rica, then Nicaragua, then Honduras, then Guatemala, then Mexico, up to our southern border. It's a pipeline, guys. It's all coordinated, it's all controlled. And the leftists are making money on all of it. Where are you from? Africa? What country? Congo? Wow, Congo. Long ways. Long journey.
Dios me lo bendiga. Aquí familia, por favor, la maleta y pueden votar. La maleta la guardan en el maletero y pueden votar. Directo a frontera, buenos días. Dios lo bendiga, varón, ¿cómo están? Igual, la maleta y pueden abordar el bus. Directo a frontera. Sí, todo lo que es mochila, abajo en el bus.
And after this bus, you got the next bus lined up down there, and the next one behind it, and the next one behind it, and the next one behind it. It's a well-oiled machine now, all day long. And they're all coming to America. Yeah. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Venezuela. Number 5. Last 4 have been mostly Venezuelan. That's what we're seeing again, mostly coming through. But you've got Chinese, you've got Bangladesh, a lot of Bangladesh, a lot of India, Egypt. We saw one from Morocco yesterday. Crazy. All right, we're to where the river splits. Now we're going back upriver towards Bajo Chiquito. ¿Dónde son? That was number 6. Here's number 7. Number 7. Here's number 8. Number 9. ¿De dónde son? China? China and Africa. So that boat, that was number 9. China. The front half of the boat was China. The back half was Africa. In the middle of the Darien Gap. Number 10, more Venezuela. So that was boat number 10, and it's 10 a.m. right now. All day. Colombia, Venezuela, and the front was Africa. Venezuela. Africa? Venezuela and Africa. China? China? Venezuela and China. That was 14. We have 15, 16. It's going to be hard to keep track. We're already at 16, and it's 10:05 in the morning. ¿De dónde son? Colombia. Africa? Haiti. That's 16. This is 17. Right behind them, back to back to back. Every corner you go around. 17. ¿De dónde son?
Haiti.
Africa? Africa. Whole boat of Africa. We're already at 17. Now we have 18.
¿De dónde son? ¿De dónde son? ¿De dónde son?
Where are you from? Egypt? 19. There's 20. Holy cow. ¿De dónde son? 21. You know, what's so sad about this is rather than actually making jobs in America, rather than actually helping these people fix their own countries, we're inviting them to invade and creating this whole new fake economy out in the jungle here that will eventually collapse and take these communities with them. Look at this. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. ¿De dónde son? Africa? Somalia? We got Somalia. That's 28. Here's 29. All stopping at these little markets. 30, 31, 32, 32, 33. ¿De dónde son? Where are you from? India? India. We got India. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. ¿De dónde son? China? Vietnam. We got Vietnam. First Vietnam I've seen. ¿De dónde son? China? China up there. I think we're at 33. This is unbelievable, guys. Truly unbelievable. 34. ¿De dónde son? China? Vietnam. Wow, lots of Vietnam coming now. Wow. The world knows, man. That's 34, 35, 36, 37. I don't care what Karine Jean-Pierre tells you. I don't care what Secretary Marcus tells you. He's supposedly Secretary of Homeland Security. There is no security in our homeland right now. There's an invasion, and you see it right here. We're at 37 boats already, and they just keep coming. This is an invitation by America and the leftist NGOs that want to destroy America. And they're destroying these countries as they do it. There's 38. Where are you from? Venezuela, Ecuador. Here's 39. ¿De dónde son? Ecuador. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Holy cow.
¿De dónde son?
50. ¿De dónde son? Africa? 51, 52, 53, Africa, 54, 54, and it's not even 11 a.m. 55, 56, ¿de dónde son? 57 right here. 58, 60 guys, we're at 60. And they're anywhere between 15 and 20 people in every boat. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 coming around the bend. 64. 66. 67. We can't be the saviors to the world, guys. You got to fix your own country. Venezuelans, it's time to fix. The problem is, all the good Venezuelans are leaving. But so are a lot of the bad ones. 68, 69. The reason we did this is the second time we've done this reverse flow. Nobody else had done this before, and it just makes so much sense. The amount of intel you get seeing this. We're at 69 boats already, and you can always tell that last boat. You can see the ones covering their faces. There are people that are trying to flee their country because they want a better life for themselves and their families. They don't like tyranny and dictatorships. but then there are people that are fleeing that are the bad guys that are coming with them. You've got terrorists alongside Christians that are fleeing the Muslim terrorists. You've got the Tren de Agua cartel coming out of Venezuela alongside the people that want to get away from Tren de Agua. Here we're at 70. This is 70. 70 right there. 71. 72. Holy cow. ¿De dónde son? Got a bunch of thugs in the back half of that boat. 74. 75. Look at this. As far as you can see, it just keeps coming.
It's not.
76. 77. 78. 79. 80. That's 80. We just passed 80 boats in less than an hour. That's 2,000 people. We just saw yesterday, huge day. They had 4,000 people come through. We've never seen numbers like this before. Biden says they're trying to stop it. He is lying. They're not trying to stop it. This is not failed policy, the invasion we see on our southern border. This is the Democrat policy. This is to destroy America. They're aligned with the globalists, the United Nations, these leftist NGOs. They're aligned with China to destroy America from within. It's treason. No, here we go. 80, 81, 82, more boats coming. They just keep coming. This is an invasion. This is an invasion. And it's being brought to you by the Democrats in Washington, D.C. 81.
¿De dónde son? ¿De dónde son? De Venezuela.
82.
Africa, Haití.
¿De dónde son? Where are you from? In China. 83. 84. Look at this guy covering up his face. Covering up his face. 85. 86. 87. 88. Crazy, dude. So the first we're going to be able to report this, it's going to be over the sat phone because we don't have service out here. We're going to report this on Real America's Voice News. Nobody else has seen this before. This is unbelievable, guys. 89. ¿De dónde son? Africa? Africa? Yeah, Africa. 90. 90, guys. 91. ¿De dónde son? 92. 93. 94. ¿De dónde son? Venezuela. 94. Right behind him, 95. 96. China? China, we got China, Venezuela. 97. 98.
¿De dónde son?
¿De dónde son? 98. It's like a theme park. It's like they're at Disneyland. They're riding Splash Mountain, guys. This is what we've done. It's a tourist industry of illegal immigration. I just missed one. Oscar got it. It was 99. He just got 99. And just as we say that, right around the corner, here comes number 100, guys. I thought that I thought it was hard to believe when we heard 160 boats yesterday. Now, after what we've seen in the past, they said Title 42 was going away. It was going to get better. It's a lie. Mayorkas is a liar. Biden's a liar. The Democrats are liars. 100, 101. I truly was shocked when I heard yesterday 160 boats. I thought that had to be an anomaly. Couldn't be happening every day. We just passed 101. Here comes number 102. ¿De dónde son? It's not an anomaly, guys. This is the new normal. This is what they've done. This is what they've created.
What is the number right now?
This is 103, 104.
104 boats in less than an hour and 30, an hour and 25 minutes.
¿Dónde son? Africa? Africa? This boat is like about to sink. ¿De dónde son? Venezuela? 104. Here comes 105, guys. 105 boats. And the reason we come here is because we're going into the pipeline to see what's coming to America. 105 boats, 160 yesterday. This is one tributary of the river of the invasion that's coming to America. You come down here and you can see what's coming. Sadly, Mayorkas comes down here and he just invites more of it. It's really unbelievable, guys. 105, 106, right here. Oh my gosh. 106. 107. 108. China? Venezuela, China. This is, if you can believe it, this is 109. You can't even put your phone down because as soon as you start talking, there's another one. 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, and more, and more, and more, and more. 115, guys. This is a machine created by the Democrats. 116. So that looked like the end of the wave possibly for this morning. 116 boats. That's somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 people in an hour and a half that just came through. And there's more coming behind them, and more coming behind them, and more coming behind them. It's unprecedented.
Support. And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian-speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem. Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We had a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted. All of us. And so I say to you, as I turn it over to you, this is some of the most educated, some of the most knowledgeable, probably more of my commissioners and deputy commissioners and chiefs live in this community. So as you ask me a question about migrants, tell me what role you played. How many of you organized to stop what they're doing to us? How many of you were part of the movement to say, we're seeing what this mayor is trying to do and they're destroying New York City? It's going to come to your neighborhoods. All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000. I'm telling you now, with 110,000, the city we knew we're about to lose. And we're all in this together, all of us. Staten Island is saying, send them out to Manhattan. Manhattan is saying, send them out to Queens. Queens is saying, send them out to Brooklyn. No, it's not the game we can play. Open the floor up.
But only talk to black people about voting. And that's what you're doing up in here today. Pandering for votes to all of these students up in here. You're sitting on your hand, literally, and then you're going to be disrespectful and walk off the stage. But you want our vote. Sir, we've been voting for 60 years, and we haven't gotten a damn thing from you, Joe Biden, or Kamala Harris. We haven't gotten anything. Sir, what? No. Because I'm mad as hell, sir. 60 years we've been voting. What have we got other than being at the bottom class? And this clown here gonna sit up here and give us this Baptist preacher antic show, and we might see, but I hope you're not buying into that bullshit. I really hope you're not buying into it. Because that is disgusting and disrespectful. To come up here and charge you guys for coming in here to see this shit show. And then not only that, you guys being charged again off your tuition. Did you know that? I'm pretty sure you don't. So, with that being said, I seriously hope that you guys don't go to the poll and vote for no more of these fuckers that's sitting in office ain't doing a damn thing for us. But these legals getting $7,000 in DHS. Did you know that? They getting $7,000 a month food stamps. taking jobs away from us. Y'all sitting here in college paying all this high-ass tuition and probably won't even be able to get a damn job when you graduate. Because guess what else? They haven't told y'all. The certification attached to your degree, you're going to need certification to go with those degrees. And if you haven't checked into that before you started school, when you go for a job, they're going to tell you that shit when it's over. So now I said my piece. I came to state my point and state my piece, and I've done that. I've done that. No, please not you.
I wanted to know if there is a capacity limit, and what is that limit, if there is one, and why can't we close the borders of Chicago or the state of Illinois in the first place? Why can't we close the borders?
I don't know if there's a limit. I do know that when you are seeking asylum, you are granted protections from the U.S. to not return. So that is the process that folks are going through when they come here, when they get their interview, and then the Texas governor sends them to Illinois, and specifically Chicago.
So they get to come, once they do an interview in Texas, they get to come regardless. Texas says, you're an asylum seeker, you're being persecuted, so yeah, you can leave your country and come here and go wherever you want.
Not Texas. The federal government is the one that does the process around asylum seeking. It is Texas who is making the decision to send them to Chicago.
And that's what I wanted to know. Can we say, no, we won't take any more?
It has to come from the federal government.
The American dream. We believe in it, and we will fight for it. With that?
Yes, and ultimately I think that there are 3 points of consensus here that are very important in getting a solution to this issue. The first is that there is consensus here across geography and states on increased federal resources to cities and municipalities dealing with this issue. The second is to allow for work authorizations so that the folks in here can get to work and start supporting themselves as soon as possible. They are prevented from getting jobs, they are prevented from employment, and that is part of the strain on our public systems. The faster that folks can access the work that they're asking for legally, the better we can solve this problem. And the third is extension of temporary protected status for Venezuelans, who are the largest population that are arriving here. So with that, we thank you all, and ready to wrap up?
Well, the American dream will not be bullied into submission today. We will continue to fight for the American dream. We will not be bullied. We will not be pushed into a corner. We will fight for these common sense solutions. TPS for the Venezuelans, an extension. They already have TPS. Work permits for people that just want to work for their families. Additional funding, yes, for New York City needs more funding so we can get this done. God bless you, America. We love you. All right. What are you guys doing to get additional funding? Thank you. We're going to fight for a supplemental that will include...
Adams kick his own mother out to put illegal immigrants in here. My mother's 87 years old.
They took out old people that were paying thousands and veterans and give them free homes.
People tell me that they are concerned for their community. They say they have no problem with the migrant children. They are concerned about the influx of migrant men, many of whom will be housed at what was the senior living facility behind me. Staten Islanders of every age and race came to 1111 Father Capodanno Boulevard to make their feelings known.
Would Eric Adams kick his own mother out to put illegal immigrants in here? My mother's 87 years old.
With encouragement from cars and slow-moving traffic, their message was clear.
They took out old people that were paying thousands and veterans and give them free homes. It's just unbelievable.
They showed up in droves for a second night in a row, concerned that this former senior living facility called Island Shores Beach is now the city's newest migrant shelter. 288 beds, once reserved for elderly New Yorkers, now turned over to the city to house migrant men.
I got an email saying she has to move out. No one knew here. It was a secret. No one knew what was going on here until now.
The city says that's not true. The building was vacant. Still, there's a concern that in the midst of this crisis, New York is ignoring its other problems, too.
My family's all military. There's a lot of military that are out in the streets, and they're putting migrants in homes.
This isn't Staten Island's only shelter. Tuesday night, things got heated as tensions boiled over. New Yorkers telling us they are at their breaking point, especially when it comes to kids in schools.
I feel bad for the migrant children. They're innocent, you know, but our kids are going to suffer.
Mayor Adams says he's considering shortening the length of the shelter stay for single adult migrants from 60 days to 30. As for the vaccinations, all kids must be up to date for school, but they don't need to submit their immunization records to apply.
It's a sad situation. It's not nothing about them. It's about the way they came in and about what is not being done for the people that live here.
Look, I have nothing against these people. I don't know them. I feel for them. But take care of our own first.
We mentioned this comes as the Biden administration has approved temporary protective status for Venezuelan asylum seekers. And basically what that does is it allows them not to be able to be deported. They can't be detained on the basis of their immigration status. It also allows them the ability to work here across the country, but of course in New York State.
And tonight, city leaders are expressing shock after an NBC5 Investigates report we aired yesterday. We are waiting for records that show where the millions being spent on migrants is going.
Some records we did receive show employees working at migrant shelters have made more than $135 an hour. NBC5 Investigates Bennett Haberly is here more with what you've discovered, Bennett.
Yeah, Kate and Alex, imagine making almost $200 an hour. These invoices show it has happened at the privately run shelters housing migrants. Today, I talked to aldermen who say they've been asking for receipts as well and had no idea of the figures until our report last night.
These invoices obtained by NBC5 Investigates show employees of a private company, Favorite Staffing, which run the city's migrant shelters, have made at least $135 an hour, in some cases more. In one invoice, a facility manager made $14,000 in a week in December. Another invoice shows a nurse earned more than $20,000 in 1 week. Those figures do account for overtime.
To see invoices like that are disgusting. They're outrageous, and they should be cause for an immediate investigation.
Do you have an accounting for where all the dollars are going?
No, we haven't been. And I think that's the big concern that came up today was that we're willing to accept federal dollars. We're willing to give dollars to these issues, but we need to see where every penny is spent.
NBC5 Investigates filed public records requests 3 months ago. So far, we've received just 2 invoices, contracts, and a spreadsheet showing since October the city has spent at least $83 million on companies and organizations that provide care to the 13,000 migrants now in Chicago. Aldermen voted Thursday to accept another $33 million in federal money, but raised some concerns that it comes without knowing where the current dollars are being spent. Something we asked Mayor Brandon Johnson about. Can you and your administration commit to being more transparent and release some of the documents that have been withheld?
So let me just make sure that you're clear and everybody else is clear here. Every single Monday, there's a conversation with alders who are part of a working group. Every Friday, there's an email that is sent so all the alders could see it. We have released information providing the details of the fact that when we appropriated the first $51 million, I was the person that said that the vast majority of it went to staffing. Now, if you're looking for some more specific items, what you want to know about, like how much this costs for spoons or forks, I just want you to be very clear that we have released a very detailed response of how we are dealing and addressing this humanitarian endeavor. If you're asking for us to do it on a more regular basis, of course we can do that.
And the mayor went on to say that his administration, in his words, is transparent. The aldermen we spoke to say those additional financial records that we've asked for should be released. City agencies have told us that they want more time.